She has a heart of steel. Is that a bad thing or a good thing? Okay. I believe that this is a man who's debating on whether he wants to move away from something. This is this is that side, that side. I'm not sure that I'm done playing the field. Yeah, I'm leaving, I'm done, and then I'm not. And then I'm done, and then I'm not. And when I flipped out the cards, when I flipped out the tiles, door and rate. It could be. Are there women showing up at someone's door at another? It didn't strike me as a rate where prostitution was there. Not for this particular message. I'm debating on whether I want to move away. This could even be moving away, just starting a whole new life. And then here it is. I'm not sure if I want to. There is something, and then boom. There's always this person that shows up like this, possibly at someone's door, or they come out their door and shit like that. If there's someone, let me turn this down all the way. If they're with lesions too, is this a situation where someone's supposed to be leaving, and then they come out their door, and it's, hey, oh my God, how have you been? If this isn't neighbors, then this could just be that somebody, they're showing me a female realtor. I never realized I knew so many realtors, is what I just heard. There aren't even that many houses for sale in this neighborhood. Or investors or something like that. They say that this is supposed to be someone that you're supposed to get back together with. It feels like they send people into their life that claim to be professional. It would be to take their focus off of something else, right? This comes up so much where I'm fooled again. We don't get fooled. That's what I just heard. But they do, though. And then with a waste, yeah, it winds up being a fucking waste. With the lesions, are they sick? I think that the men on this planet don't realize how many women, see, you're still seeing them like this. You're still seeing them with wigs on or extensions and shoulder. This could even be that someone's debating on leaving and coming to you, and then they wind up having engine problems or a flat tire. This isn't just... was someone supposed to show up at your door? I feel like they want men to show up or to put more effort into, or even women who claim to be bold like that, but then it never happens. And the reason it never happens, for someone specific, you were waiting on someone to come back, or you were going to talk things out, and this is 4 or 5 times already I heard, and they constantly, there's always an excuse. And this man in particular, he got a flat or something happened to his vehicle, and the person that helped him, I feel like people don't realize just how watched we are. Look at it like this. There's an eye in the sky. And there literally is. They're disguised as other things. They're disguised as stars. That's what I just heard. And they watch everywhere that we go. And if they think for 1 second, they're usually unattractive, wealthy people. People in power that nobody wants. They don't even come out of their house. They're just awkward. They watch to see what's going on. How can we divert whatever this is? It doesn't even have to have anything to do with a relationship. It's just a bunch of sick people who like to interfere and just to say that they could. A match? You still haven't met your match yet? And for those of you who are still dating on Match.com and all this other stuff, you would be a fool to do that in the times that we're in. When they put lesions on here, they're telling you that there are more people that are sick. This would be, you forget, right? Because of all of these attacks now. I know a lot of you felt that shit. I came back from court the other day when I was in the courthouse. It was one of the worst attacks. I believe the courthouse itself was attacked. I also believe that they attack places where people like me who talk about certain things are in, to make it seem like we bring that with us there, right? But that was actually a planned attack in that courthouse yesterday. I could feel it beneath me. There are people in the system that will bring devices in. It's carefully planned until someone like me opens their mouth. But this is you being targeted as well. Some of you are talking about how bad others are targeted, but this is you being targeted. And then you wind up, what happens? You wind up, oh, hey, let me help you. Oh my God. It could be someone from your past too, or just someone that they never even met before. Let me invest in targeting this one, right? These are even cops and shit, but these are people in the judicial system. But with the vehicle, for those of you, I said, don't tell your business to anybody. I know it's habitual for people to tell friends and family and people in the neighborhood and your cop friends and shit. You have to remember how bad jealousy is. No one's going to step to you and say, hey, my name is Joe, or my name is Sheila, and I'm jealous. I'm envious, and I want to see you stuck in this marriage, in this toxic. They're not going to come with that on their t-shirt. You have to be aware of this. They always have an angle. Look, I just want to show you, right? You would be surprised at how calculated and methodical these interferences are. I told you that sometimes your own friends or even dirty cops will be the one to poke the hole in your tire, and they watch you. They watch you drive. They can watch you pull over on the side of a road. And then what do? Show me what they do so everybody can see it. For those of you who have a mind, an eye to see, they text somebody and say, send this one, send Rhonda, send, you know what I mean? Send Macy or Macy. That's what they do, and it happens all the time. You have to be silent when it comes to relationships. There are people, they don't even have to be in high places. There are just people in your own community that are miserable and alone. Now you're going to have people overdoing it. You see how sick this is? What becomes internal sickness, because now you're manipulating your own fucking emotions. These people are manipulating their own emotions. Do you know what that does to you after time? It creates hysteria, and then they try to bottle it up, and now this shit happens. What's up with full-time Japanese? They could be praying, or they're sending, they figure out what, okay, that's what it is. You wind up telling your friends through dating sites, you tell you, I went out with this one, and they pay attention to what kind of women you like, or men, and they send that. They have them on standby. I'm telling you, I know how sick this sounds, but they're showing me a male friend for someone who has women, in particular, on standby for when this man decides to go towards somebody that either they liked in high school, or they feel rejected by. Thank you. And now what they do is they butter you up and they stroke your ego and shit, and you forget all about this other thing. I see money first. Money and Gail. Dancing with myself. Oh yeah, what they'll do is they'll put on music that your friends know you like. There's a whole thing. There's a whole script. And what'll happen is you'll have them go, oh, hold on a second, let me go pat in my nose. Sometimes it's literal and they're not sharing that shit with you, but you're probably being protected from some harsh shit anyway. And they'll go read the script. Or when I tell you too that they have contact lenses that are cameras, they have cameras in your home, they can see all of us in some way. They pay attention to what you watch. This is the new thing. I don't know if it's new. Every time you attempt, I want to show you these words. I may set it up right there anyway. Hold on a second. Every type of girl I guess for somebody, Gail is the one. You have to be firm on this shit. Look at that shit. Look at how he's, right? You have to be firm on that shit. And then there's some guys that are going, well, I'm not sleeping with them and they're just giving me hand jobs. It feels like forced prostitution. If that makes any sense. They don't have people actually coming to your door with certain shit, do they? Hi, we were thinking of moving into the neighborhood and we just wanted to see what our neighbors are like. Hi, listen, I'm a realtor in the neighborhood. Might I ask you some questions? I just want to get an idea. I just started. It's shit like that. And then what happens after that? They wind up being psychotic, or you find out something that either they're a drug addict or that they have AIDS, or you find that shit out the hard way. Just assume you can get AIDS through a hand job. Put that program in your mind. I don't know if you can or not, but MCOB. And the name that came out, the first name that came out when I was flipping was Mora, and then Reme. That was the full name, Mora Reme, whatever that is. MCBOAL. And okay. I'm not gonna look these up. COA. Let's get some white cards. Nope, I lied. Sweat. Oh, they're saying sweat. Oh my, can you get sick with certain things? You can get that internal sickness. I wonder if that's a thing. See, I don't believe anything that we're told. If they say you can't contract some type of disease through, it could be your hands even, that we don't realize. But sometimes that internal, that sick soul makes you more sick than HIV. Love, passion, Cheryl Barnes. They joined. They always put this, that some of your closest people joined in to do this shit and they never told you. They do this shit for money. Most of your friends, I don't know if you're the type of person that would do anything for money, but most of the friends that you know that they're like this. They've been like this for a long time. They love money too much. And they'll send women that appear to have money. They'll show up, they'll rent them Mercedes, they'll get them a brand new suit, and they'll put jewelry. It's a costume. This is how you have to look at this. The world is a stage. That doesn't mean what's on television. Your world is also staged now. There are people who took that and ran with it. Had sex while someone else was sleeping in the same room. Wake up, right. This could have been a thing where one of these guys, the chick who was sent into their life, could have had sex with their own friend while they passed out or they fell asleep. It's a very hateful type of, they already know at some point that you're going to find out that they're either a man or that they're sick or that they're a fraud. So what they'll do is they'll put something in your drink, or let's say that you can't be swayed with this, and now you're over someone else's house or you have friends over, right? And you distance yourself from this shit. They will put something in your drink and then your friend will sleep with that person. Or even if they know that you're interested. This is the mind of, this isn't even just sociopathy. This is serious sickness is what this is. And usually it comes with jealous friends. Just because you're a man, please don't think that jealousy and competition is only a female thing. You don't even know if your male friends were born male. You have to factor this shit in too now that you know what I'm saying? I know that there are people who are pissed off I exposed this. I don't know what to tell you. You're just going to have to be pissed off at me that I exposed it. And we'll never be friends, apparently. Had sex. They could have recorded this, too. Had sex while someone else was sleeping in the same room. If you're a star, or you're someone that's in the public eye, you may have been like, no, I'm not doing this because you look sick, or I can tell there's something up with you. They'll have someone sleep with that individual and then use your face as a deep fake and say that there's someone that you're interested in. Say there's someone that you're interested in. They'll send that to that person. I feel that people don't take shit that certain readers say serious, because there's so many readers that are frauds, that when you get these messages and shit, you believe it's for anyone but you, right? There are some people out there who are married to someone for years, and they can't stand you, and you can't stand them, but you deal with it and shit. You could have even meant this way. You would be surprised. Some of you, your own mothers and fathers were in on this shit because they didn't want you with someone in particular. I don't even think you're surprised that a mom would do something like that. There's a mom or a dad who's a pillar in the community, but that jealousy runs deep. That envy runs deep. Let's just say your mom and your dad aren't happy and they're stuck together. You know what I mean? You're going to have that mom say, well, I don't know. I mean, they do this. And even the dad, that seems, you know what I'm saying? You have to remember this too. Some people, their parents aren't even their parents, with this kidnapping thing from years ago. So there's not a bond there. They don't feel loyalty when it comes to that shit. They could be even finding out that you're not theirs and shit. And it's like, I'm angry with that. I'm still blaming you for it. I'm not blaming my wife. And I want to say they're very covert in how they'll say, yeah, man, just make sure, if you can deal with. And then that tarnishes something for you, unless you're someone who's strong enough where that doesn't work. And unfortunately, there aren't many people where it doesn't. This is created to cause some type of tower moment in your life. That's all that these people do. Assume that the ratio of sick to non-sick, I mean physically, mentally, spiritually, is way off. Yeah, this is definitely some type of otherworldly beings trying to warn you. Pay attention to the songs that are playing. And then this is what will happen. How about this? Somebody will create, and this is how deep this shit goes. Hold on. They try to defeat everything for me that I say when it comes to this. There's always those, they're writing shit down right now. Carla, you're writing shit down, you piece of trash. You should be worried about the green ooze coming out of you and the smoke. When you have vapor coming out of you, something's up. I would make an appointment. I'm not going to say last names. I don't have anything to be sued for anyway, but you should check that shit out. That shit glows. That shit's radioactive as hell. I mean, your shit glows in the dark. It's like having a black light with, you know how when they do the crime scene and they have the black light and the shit lights up? Yeah, but that's in every light. That shit is just pow. To focus on that. But this is what they'll do. Yo, this one's paying attention to messages on the radio. Right? Or they pay attention to what music is playing. Let's make a playlist and then we'll go, yo, let's just put the radio on. And they'll hook it up to the system in your basement while you're all hanging out. And they put songs on intentionally so that you think that the person that your friends brought over is the right one. Do you understand how bad this goes, how deep this shit is with jealousy? So let's see some advice on what you can do besides cutting out all friends and family. If you're it depends on, this could be even a job for some of you where they will make it seem like, say that you have a job and it's a great paying job, it's a career, and there are two choices, or you have, they're gonna make it so that the choice that's the worst for you, shock, the choice that's the worst for you is the one that you choose. You have to assume please don't see my situation and think that I just have this shit going on. Yeah, I think that we do that a lot, where somebody warns us. It could even be a friend of yours that's like, yo, man, this shit some of these people expose is true. This is happening. Don't think it's just them. This is happening to everybody. If you are attractive, I don't even know if the money thing is a thing anymore. It's unattractive inside and out individuals that don't want to see anybody do well with anything. You pieces of trash. Yeah, and if you're triggered by that, right? You get that, you'll be around somebody who gets pissed off. Now they're holding in, throwing something across the room. You very well may be a piece of trash. Like Egyptian. This is the song where I said I looked it up, and it was women giving up their careers to have a man succeed, and you now become this housewife that you can't stand. You wind up having kids and all this other shit. That's what this song was about. It's hard to describe. Let me see what this is. I see talent. They're targeting people who have talent. It doesn't matter what it is. We think talent and we think, oh, they must be an actor or they must be a musician. No, this is builders, writers, and FAC. A bad name. Yep. This could be anything. This could just be you have a talent for, or you thought you did, of picking out decent people. That used to be a talent. Yeah, I just felt someone smile real big. I did. I used to have a talent for this shit, man. I could read people immediately what is going on. Well, you can't drink anything with anyone. And I don't even know if I trust going out to bars and restaurants anymore. You promised me heaven and put me through hell. You can't fake passion. I don't know if you can. You can, right, with enough Molly or ecstasy. That's another thing. A lot of these men who are posing as women, or even I don't know how many real women there are, but a confident, sexy woman all the time, that how she feels. That's very rare to find a woman that is comfortable in her own skin. You can tell by the way she constantly fixes her clothes. And she's in the mirror when she's out constantly looking in her compact, constantly going to the bathroom, constantly looking around to see who's looking at her. A strong, confident man or woman. I mean, I could have the whole world talking shit on me and I'm still going to walk like I'm that motherfucker. It's very rare. Here's a fact. Hermit. Stay to yourself. And move wisely. I feel like that's what it's saying. Yeah, pay attention too. This is all over the book. Just this is your head on a swivel as far as I'm concerned for some reason. Just be aware of, look at this broad. Look at her. Look at how older she looks. But that looks like a little masculine to me. And I'm sorry, darling. You're amazing. I fucking love you from Always Sunny. It's just the way that the card is. That's all. You're amazing. And there's snakes, though. You see all the snakes? Look at everybody watching. Here it is. When you move, you understand? There's the eye in the sky. There are people watching you move. Just assume this. They're watching you in your house. Don't forget that there are cameras in appliances and shit. And there's this virtual 360. It's everywhere. Virtual reality even. They can watch you and what you're doing through virtual reality. I feel when I'm out, I feel the shit around me. For those of us that can feel, I don't look for it. It makes me aware. That's what it is. I become aware because I can feel that something is there watching me. And this could be a mem. They're doing this with men. right? This is also through, these are cops and shit that have, I guess, clearance for certain things. We do. I heard that. We tend to forget that we are all victims of this. But here's the thing. There's always somebody else watching your adversaries as well. They forget about this. They think because they have a badge or that they're an agent or that they're in the government that nobody's watching them like that as well. They're so focused on watching everybody else, they don't realize they're being watched. They say they don't care until something comes out about them that's edited, and now their reputation is ruined. This is even when you go to the gym, you go to work, they watch you, everybody. I'm going to end it at that, otherwise I'm just going to wind up getting into a message that's boring. So yeah, just be aware, please, for those of you who are decent men and women, you're targeted for being that. Love you.